Today's Zen story is The Ghost of Guilt. In ancient Japan, there lived a happy couple in the countryside. The man and his wife lived a contented life until the wife became severely ill. On her deathbed, the wife expressed her love for her husband and made him promise not to see any other women after her death. She warned him that if he broke the promise, she would come back to haunt him. For several months after his wife's death, the man remained faithful to his promise. However, he eventually met another woman and fell in love with her. On the night of their engagement, the ghost of his wife appeared to him and scolded him for breaking his promise. Every night thereafter, the ghost of his wife returned to taunt him, reminding him of his betrayal and repeating word for word his conversations with his new fiancée. The man was tormented by his wife's ghost, and he could not sleep at all. He sought the advice of a Zen master who lived nearby, hoping to find a solution to his predicament. The Zen master listened to the man's story and smiled. "This is a very clever ghost," he said. "It is. She remembers every detail of what I say and do," replied the man. The Zen master advised the man to challenge the ghost the next time she appeared. The man did as the Zen master instructed and said to the ghost, "You are a wise ghost. You know that I cannot hide anything from you. If you can answer one question, I will break off my engagement and remain single for the rest of my life." "Ask your question," replied the ghost. The man then scooped up a handful of beans from a large bag on the floor and asked, "Tell me exactly how many beans there are in my hand." At that moment, the ghost disappeared and never returned. The story has different interpretations and messages. One interpretation is that ghosts are just human and can't know or do anything that a human can't. This suggests that ghosts are not supernatural beings with extraordinary powers, but rather a product of the human imagination. Another interpretation is that the ghost represents the man's guilt and regret for breaking his promise to his late wife. The ghost's appearance and haunting may be a manifestation of the man's guilt and self-punishment. This interpretation suggests that the ghost comes from the man's own mind, and that it is his guilt that haunts him. The Zen master's advice to the man suggests that the man's focus on the ghost and his guilt gave the ghost power over him. The man's challenge to the ghost is a symbol of his resolve to move on from his guilt and focus on his future. This interpretation suggests that we should not let our past mistakes and regrets haunt us, but instead focus on moving forward. Furthermore, the story's ending suggests that the ghost's power over the man came from the man's own belief that the ghost knew everything. When the man challenged the ghost and asked it to count the beans in his hand, the ghost disappeared. This suggests that the ghost's power was an illusion, and that the man could overcome it by challenging its authority. If the tale has captured your heart and sparked your imagination, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share it with your loved ones, and hit that bell icon to stay tuned for more captivating stories. Wishing you a life filled with wonder, magic, and adventure. Until next time, farewell.